Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crafty Michelle's collaboration between myself and a bunch of other awesome artists, and we're just working with the jelly plate. So I've just pulled out a variety of mediums. I have alcohol ink, I have distress spray stain, that's hard to say. I have my water-soluble pastels, and I have some distress ink pads, and I think that's probably going to be enough, although otherwise you're going to be sick of me. So I have no plan. As per usual, I have 3 jelly plates. I have my 8x10. I think this is 3x6 or something like that, and that's a 3-inch, and maybe 4x6, and a 3-inch circle. I have some different papers that I'm going to try. I'm just going to start, I think I'm going to start with the spray stains. And the distress stains have a little mixing ball inside, so you do have to shake them up. You can see on the bottom when it's all shaken well. I'm going to go on the big plate first. That was Mermaid Lagoon, and then I have Faded Jeans. Just the oxides have the mixing balls, the regular spray stains do not, which is what this one is. And with the blue, I think I'm going to add some of the Wilted Violet. This is the Oxide, so it is going to have to get mixed up. And I think I want to add a little yellow. I have Spiced Marmalade Oxide. I think I'll just stick some bubble wrap through it, and I just really want to see how this, a little bit there, how the spray stains behave on the jelly plate. So I'm just going to stick some bubble wrap. This is kind of big bubble wrap. Not sure, it's pretty wet. Oh yeah, we get it. Now, you can't see this. Wait, let me move these. Because I have my small dilutions journal over here, I'm going to take what's on this bubble wrap and transfer it into my journal. Put it on that way to begin with. Okay, so not wasting our spray. So I'm just going to pick this up. I'm not going to put a pickup layer on there. I'm just going to pick this up just as it is. Oh, that's cool. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. Okay, that's cool. So those are the spray stains. I wonder, maybe we'll do that again, but this time put a pickup layer of acrylic paint on top and see how it, if it looks much different. I think I'll use less of the spray. I like that color combination. So let's see, what else do we have that we haven't used? I have Speckled Egg, which I love. This is not an oxide. And what would go good with that? How about aged mahogany oxide? You can see it's kind of a pinkish brown color. Oops, that went everywhere. How about fired brick? That's the oxide, so it's not like fired brick in the non-oxide is quite of a bright orange. This is a little more subdued. And I don't know what it's going to take for that to dry, but it would have to dry before I can put the paint on top of it. And I'm hoping I'm actually going to spread that out a little bit more so I don't have such big droplets to wait to dry. This is a total experiment. I don't know. I mean, this worked fine, but I don't know what will happen once that's dry and I go over it with paint. I don't know. But I think it's going to take a little while to dry. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I'll come over here to the smaller plates. I'm going to go in with some, I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife and the water-soluble pastel and just put some pastel dust. And I'm thinking your pan pastels probably would work pretty much the same way. Okay, so I have 3 warm colors on there. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to stand back. This is a continuous spray bottle, so I just want it to get wet. I'm just going to take a piece. This is an old calendar page from a calendar, and I'm just going to pick that up, and we'll see what that looks like. Because this could be scraped through a stencil, or we could wait for it to dry. Oh, that's kind of cool. We could come back in with a dry paper towel and just mop some of that really wet stuff up if you want to. I'm going to pick this really wet stuff up here. Maybe a little here too. That's really intense color. So that was the pastels, and I like the way that turned out. Now I could stamp on this. I could put more color down and put a stencil down and then put this back through. Maybe we'll just do that while still waiting for this one to dry. Let me grab a little stencil here. I have just this little flowered one. I'm going to, let's try some distress paint, and maybe try speckled egg. That will look pretty with that orange, I think. Something's resisting that paint. I don't know what. See that? How it's separating? I mean, I suppose that could work to my advantage, but I don't know what it is that's causing that. And that's odd. Alright, I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to put this on there. See if we get enough, because it really separated. Maybe I'll have to clean that plate off with some hand sanitizer or something. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. A darker or lighter color would have been better. You can see it there though really well. So maybe we'll just go again this way. Pick that up. That's pretty. It's not a real distinct flower pattern like the stencil was, but it is a bit of a pattern, and the color combination is really pretty, I think. You can see it over here on that white spot. But see how it's separated? I don't know why. I'll figure it out. I'm thinking that's not going to dry. I think what I'm going to do is add some water, and we'll just wet it back down completely. And I'm going to grab a piece of deli paper. So, kind of pretty. Maybe a little less water. It's really, really wet. I really sprayed it a lot. It's going to be light when it dries. And then maybe, let me grab another piece of, this piece of cardstock I rolled something off on, but let's just use that. And we'll pick up what's left on the cardstock's going to absorb it more than the deli paper will. So if nothing else, it'll clean off the plate. Oh no, that's rather pretty. Really pretty, actually. Let me lay it down because it's curling. But here is what you will get. I'm going to try. I've just dressed Oxide fired brick. And faded jeans. Broken china. Then let's go back to this stencil with the flowers. Well, that's good. Huh. Looking at it, I would have never guessed that that's what I was going to get. I like it. Okay, that's good to know. I've never tried that before. Now I'm glad I have. What's left here? The alcohol ink. Let's go for some greens and turquoise. Okay, now, now, what do we do? Do we roll it? Let's roll it. I want to roll it a ton. This is going to dry like right now, super fast. Let's just go back to the bubble wrap here before it's totally dry. It may already be too dry. Oh no. If I spray it with alcohol, a little bit. This I am going to wait until it's dry, and then I'm going to put the paint on top, because that will dry really fast. We'll just help it along a little bit here. I think this will be pretty. I'm going to take unbleached titanium acrylic paint. want to be able to see some of what's of the color that you put down through your background layer, and that way you'll probably be the happiest when you pull your print, which I better do right now before. You know what, I have this piece of Brayer paper. I'm gonna go on there with part of that, and then I just have this, it's printed from my office printer. I'm just going to take a little piece of deli paper to get the rest of it over here. Oh, that's leaving cool pattern. Oh yeah, I like that. And this one. That one pulled everything up. That's nice. That is nice. Like it. Then I'm going to go back with this deli paper and pick this up. Hopefully, because that's pretty cool. It left those dots from the pattern on the Brayer paper behind. I didn't get everything, but I did get this. I do like this a lot, though. What do we have left to try? Let's just try some fluid acrylics. I mean, I know they'll work. We'll just play with them. And I have these fake leaves. Let's see if we can get, they may not stay down. We'll see if I can get somewhat of a impression here. I have this little, this was in some potpourri that I bought. I think it'll make some cool little marks in here. Just roll it through the paint. I'm just going to dry it off. Then we'll add the background layer of paint. I think I'm just going to go with the unbleached titanium again. That might have been a little bit wet right there where it's poking through. It'll be alright though, I think. We'll see. We're going to let that sit for a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Didn't get that. It's pretty, you guys. I like it. So there's that one. I like the little marks that the little pod thing made. I can see cutting this up and using pieces of it for collage. That's really pretty. That, I think, will do it for today. I thank you for joining me again. And in the meantime, you go make some art. Bye!